Let's be clear, having to choose between two consoles suck. But for people like me, who either don't have the money or just don't want to spend over $800 in buying both consoles, but still want to be one of the first persons to experience next generation gaming, the deadline for making a decision gets shorter and shorter. And don't get me wrong, I love the Xbox. The first console I've ever bought with my own money was an Xbox 360, and I chose it over the PS3 because of beautiful masterpieces such as Halo 3, Reach, Gears of War, Fable, and the fact that I could still wreck people's ass in Modern Warfare 2 or swing around New York in Spider-Man Web of Shadows or release all my contained anger in GTA 4 or GTA 5. Well, let's get to the point. After watching the PS5 reveal yesterday, I started to think deeply about which next generation console should I buy. I watched tons of videos here on YouTube discussing the same dilemma, but none of them managed to capture exactly what was going through my mind. And so I decided to make my own video explaining my reasons for which I'm going to buy the PS5 over the Xbox Series X. Everyone is discussing specifications of the consoles. How fast is the processor? How many teraflops will it possess? How much RAM does it has? Well, let's be clear, guys. Do we even bother to think about how fast the processor is? How much RAM does it has? Or that my console has slightly better graphic capabilities than my neighbors? Well, maybe some people do, but for the majority of us, I believe that what really matters is that we get consistently and quick or no loading times at all. So I'm not going to spend one more minute talking about technical capabilities because none of that influenced my decision. The real reason that I'm going Sony's way in this generation is because of the exclusive games. I love Xbox. I love its UI, I love its Game Pass, I love its backwards compatibility. But hell, I cannot live in a world where I haven't played the latest Spider-Man Miles Morales or the next God of War Ragnarok, which was announced yesterday. It sucks that just a deep desire to play the continuations to the games I've enjoyed so much is the deciding factor to not to buy one of my favorite brands of all time. And for the people who say, hey, you could just watch a playthrough on YouTube, are you serious? And there may be other guys who say, well, it's just a couple of games. You will end up playing the cross platforms the majority of the time. Well, that couple of games, which are PS exclusive right now, are magnificent executions of what a game should be. Take God of War, for example. The combination of graphics, character development, a good storytelling, plot twist plays in the precise moment, the combination of all of that magic is something I believe every person should experience in their lifetime. And what is more, those 2 or 3 exclusives right now could turn into various exclusives in the next few years. For example, last year I was completing research for my university and my laptop broke down. So I made the decision to sell my PS4 so I could afford a better laptop which would allow me to play some games in the PC as well. A couple of months later, Final Fantasy Remake came out and man, I hated myself for not owning a PS4 in that precise moment. Lastly, let's be honest with ourselves, Xbox is not making good games right now. Don't let fanboyism get through our brains. So long has passed since that golden era when Halo 3 came out and let us experience one of the most intense campaign endings of all time, or the times when you could call a friend over and try to beat the last Locust boss fight in the train in Gears of War. If Xbox wants to win over the next generation console war, it's not enough to have the most beast system. It's about the experiences, the emotions, and the thrills one can get while playing an exclusive game. I hope you guys got some insights from my personal opinion, and hopefully I helped you make your own decisions as well. So if you like my video, hit the like and subscribe button so you won't miss my content. See you guys next time.